and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. This is interesting news that we just got here, but we will be keeping our eyes on developments until we get more official word on what's going on. The Batman Part 2 eyes March 2026 shoot. No director attached, so it would appear that Matt Reeves has either stepped down as director or walked away, but let's read into some of the details. There is a worrying update in this week's Production Weekly, as if things couldn't get any worse for the project. The good news is the Batman Part 2 is now aiming for a March 2026 shoot in London. The bad news, Matt Reeves is no longer attached as director. He's now only credited as the screenwriter. And I'll talk about my theories about that after I get through this news. Reeves' situation has been quietly known within the industry for some time. He's dealing with a serious matter, and out of respect, we won't go into details. Over the past few weeks, speculation has been growing that he might step away from directing the sequel. Reeves originally envisioned a full trilogy, writing and directing each installment. The first film debuted in 2022 to strong reviews in box office, but its sequel has faced several production delays since. This franchise is Reeves' brainchild, and it would feel almost wrong for him to step away from something he helped create from the ground up, but sometimes life throws things at you that are simply out of anyone's control. Warner Brothers clearly wants to keep the project moving forward. The sequel was officially announced at CinemaCon in April 2022, with Robert Pattinson and Reeves returning alongside Mattson Tomlin as co-writer. Pattinson, Andy Serkis, Jeffrey Wright, and Colin Farrell are all expected to reprise their roles in the next project. Originally set to release on October 2nd, 2026, The Batman Part 2 has now been pushed back to October 1st, 2027. So with that being said, me and a couple of my colleagues have been talking about what's going on with Matt Reeves over there at DC Studios right now. And I think it's kind of clear to see that it's not a medical issue. If this was really a severe medical issue, the news would have broke a while back. Seems like more of a creative issue. Obviously, there was some things going on behind the scenes with him and James Gunn over a year ago about what was going on with the Batman and the focus and the characters that were going to be involved and just the future of the project itself. Were we going to have Robert Pattinson's Batman and the new Superman? Was it going to be Elseworld? These things were early developments. And so now you're seeing that Matt Reeves has not been attached as director. He stepped down essentially, but he's now the screenwriter. So Matt Reeves is not going to be the director, but he's going to screenwrite. So he's going to write the script, half the script that is, and then he's just going to kind of sit in the background. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Matt Reeves has walked away from the project in totality. I think Warner Brothers or James Gunn is going to come out and say this in a few months from now. As far as the March 2026 shoot goes in London, as everybody knows, Trump just threw those tariffs out there, so let's see if that's enacted. That's definitely going to throw off the shooting. It's going to be a lot more expensive for Warner Brothers, 100% tariffs on shooting outside of the United States. So I don't know if they're going to be at Pinewood for that one. That's going to throw a wrench into everything. Also, if this news does officially come out that Matt Reeves is stepping down as director, I wouldn't be shocked if you see Robert Pattinson eventually walk away. It's kind of a vision that they had together. So when you take the director out of the mix, you really take away that spark from the film. And Matt Reeves was a writer on the film as well. So not only directing, but writing as well. It seems like him and Pattinson had their own plan on what they wanted to do with Batman. Obviously, it was supposed to be a trilogy. We should have got Batman Part 2 at least by the end of this year. It's been pushed back multiple times. Obviously, the first one came out in 2022, a great film. Don't really know what James Gunn is doing right now, and we are going to keep our eyes on developments with this. I can't really think of any other director besides someone like David Fincher, only because he understands the aesthetic of the Batman film. And if you have seen the film, you'll know what I'm talking about. Definitely one of the darker films. I think David Fincher could do it, but he's pretty busy. He's got the Cliff Booth sequel that he's working on. I think he's doing something for Netflix. So he has his own projects going on. In my opinion, this is not good news. What it does spell is bad news. One, you get another pushback. You have the director step down. He's credited as a screenwriter. It's kind of like he's just taking an empty slot so people don't freak out about it. And then eventually you'll get the news that he's going to leave completely. And then Robert Pattinson more than likely will leave the project. And then you're back to square one. So I don't think this is good news for James Gunn's DC Studios. We'll have to keep our eyes on it, like I said, though. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Like this video and ring the bell for notifications. With that being said, be safe. It's Neff signing off.